Hi, Jon Garside, Product Marketing Director for Securonix. A longtime veteran of cybersecurity, 20 years in the field, previously CISO for Obamacare in California, and some interesting engagements with military intelligence. Going to talk about disinformation. A lot of security leaders don't believe disinformation and cybersecurity are related. I'm afraid to say nothing could be further from the truth. Increasingly, disinformation is becoming an issue that cybersecurity teams are expected to address. A younger version of myself was a professional hacker with a specialty in social engineering to enable on-site infiltration. The principle that I could bypass all that cybersecurity perimeter, such as firewalls and intrusion detection systems, by bypassing the lowest common denominator of security, namely the minimum wage person checking driving licenses at the front desk. That person is unlikely to withstand even a moderate social engineering exercise. What has always been true is that if I understand the motivations of my adversary, I'm better to understand their defenses, their vulnerabilities, and their weaknesses, because employees are a reflection of that corporation's culture. Disinformation as a tactic is mentioned in Homer's Iliad. This is not new. Military intelligence and governments have all used disinformation at some point. It is sadly the brother to propaganda. But in cybersecurity, disinformation's role starts as a deliberate masking of a hostile act to confuse first the defenders, second the researchers. Quite often that disinformation is increasingly part of a sophisticated strategic attack. In trying to understand disinformation attacks, you must first comprehend what is at stake, who the adversaries are, and you need to understand that they are in this for the long haul. Recently, I've been speaking about the human cost of cybersecurity. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Our scientific and research organizations are committing resources and human power on a scale not seen since the Manhattan Project. But we're doing this not in Los Alamos in the middle of a desert. We're doing this in a world of open communication. The first country to develop and distribute a vaccine has both a tremendous advantage, but a humanitarian responsibility to ensure other countries have access to that same research. No one country can possibly make, in the time required, the number of vaccines. With 250,000 attributed deaths in the United States alone, the human cost is real. But other nation states believe they have a borderline legitimate reason for wanting access to that research to help them validate their results and to make sure that they're putting their research where it will produce a positive result. It's a legitimate question. Where do I get a legitimate result quickest and best? But this isn't the Soviets stealing from the space shuttle plans to create the Buran, a cut-down version of the program. This is the life of 6 billion people. Disinformation featured heavily in the Brexit referendum, in the 2016 US election, and in subsequent European elections. Disinformation works for nation states. People may not take the vaccine, further diminishing our commonwealth because of disinformation. They may not accept the results of an election because of disinformation. People will buy and sell and short sell stocks, weakening our economy because of disinformation. And security teams will investigate threats and be distracted from an attack taking place elsewhere. Disinformation will contribute to the fatigue of cybersecurity professionals. And it's one of the reasons why so many forward-looking organizations are investing in security analytics and automation to make more of the most important resource available for threat investigation and validation: time. Time is the one thing we never have enough of. But through security analytics, through automation, it is a resource that we can recapture and utilize to minimize the threat landscape we face. Thank you very much for investing your time today. Have a great